Hello everyone, in our previous time I was able to explain how to use signs in variables. How we are able to solve variables in using the likes of multiplication, addition, division and or subtraction. And with that you should be able to know how to use it very well. Now, I was able to explain the difference between expression and equation. Now, all what we have been doing so far is what expression. We are simplifying. But right now, we now want to solve. We are moving on to what equation because it entails equals to sign. Now, how do we do that? Let's say for example now we have different terms in what simple equation. It is easy. That's why they call it what simple equation. Now, how do we identify simple equation? The highest power of simple equation, no, the highest power of the variable in simple equation is 1. And you always have one variable in simple equation. Simple equation is different from simultaneous equation. It is different from quadratic equation. Now, for simple equation, the highest power is 1. Now, for example, if you have what 2x equals to 4, this is an example of simple equation because it has equal sign. Now, what meant by power? I explained power in the other video. Now, this is the power of x or the power of the variable here is what? Is 1. So the highest power is what? 1. If for example now I write 2, this is not simple equation anymore. It is now called a quadratic equation because the highest power of quadratic equation it is 2. But for simple equation, the highest power is what? It is 1. Your 1 is also invisible here. Just take note of that. Now, there are different terms in your simple equation or in solving simple equation. We have the word dividing of both sides. You have collecting of like terms. We have cross multiplying. We have open of brackets and so on. So we are going to treat them one after the other. You can go ahead and go and search for more questions if I'm done with this. So you are going to be able to use my video to solve some questions. Now, let's start with what? Dividing of both sides. How do we divide both sides? That's what we are now going to know about more coefficients, because your coefficient is very essential while dividing both sides. Now, for instance, you have your 2x equals to 4. This 2x equals to 4. This is not an expression anymore. It is what? An equation. You have your 2x equals to 4. Now, if you look at this, your 2x, the variable there is your x. This is the variable. It is your x. Now, what is the number at the front of the variable? It is what? 2. So is that 2 you are using to divide both sides? Do you understand? Now, what you are going to do is what? Divide both sides by 2. Or you can say that what? Divide both sides by coefficient of x, because the coefficient of x is what? It is 2. So you can say that what? Divide both sides by that number. It can be 6, 7 and so on and so forth. And you can say that what? Divide both sides by the coefficient of any variable. It can be y, z, m, p and so on and so forth. Now, if you now have what? 2x equals to 4. You see that what? Divide both sides. Right now we have two sides. We have what? Right side. We also have what? Left side. So you are dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, or you are dividing both sides by 2. Now you have 2x equals to 4. Which is what? Over 2 over 2. Very simple. This is your 2 here, cancel your 2. Now look at this. So you have your x left. Oh, x equals to this 4 has invisible plus, because the reason why I'm templating on this, because you can have some question that will entails minus and plus. So if you are not careful or you are not using this very well, you may fail it. So that's why I'm making more, or I'm emphasizing on this seriously. Now you have your what? You have your plus 4, invisible plus. You also have what? Invisible plus, which is plus 2. Now plus divided by plus is still your plus. What number can go? It is your 2. How many 2 can you see in 2? 1. 2 in 4 is what? Is 2. So the answer is what? 2 over 1 equals to what? 2 over 1 is still 2. Now, so the answer is what? X is equals to 2. That is how to divide both sides. if you come across any question like this, just make sure that what should come to your mind is what dividing of both sides. Now you can have another question like this. You can have, look at it, minus 3x equals to minus 9. Minus 3x equals to minus 9. You can see you have your minus, you also have your minus. See, there are some fast way that you can use to solve this. What you just have to do is just that, see, this minus 3x, it is equals to minus 9. Very simple to solve. It means this is equals to this. Just say that what? Minus cancel your minus. Number one. The second one, just say that what? 3. How many 3 can you see? Now it is what? 3. So your x is equals to 3. Very, very simple and fast way. But let's go through the normal way so you understand it. Now, if you have what? Minus 3x equals to minus 9. Now, imagine what's the coefficient of x here? It is what? Minus 3. Please. It is not 3, it is minus 3 because this minus is already visible. This minus is already with what? 3. So it is what? Minus 3. So you are dividing both sides by what? By minus 3. So you have minus 3x equals to minus 9 over minus 3 over minus 3. Now, look at this. Minus divided by minus is plus. So minus cancel your minus. Minus can cancel, you can say that minus divided by minus is plus. Fine. Now 3 cancel 3. So you have your x here. Now minus divided by minus is your plus. Write your plus. What can go is 3. 3 in 3 is 1. 3 in 9 is your 3. So the answer is plus 3, or your x is equals to what? 3. Very well, so you can see. But if you are able to understand this step very well, it is very simple. This says that you are able to have your divisor, you are able to have your dividend, you are able to have your quotient. It is very, very simple. Now, okay, let me make more emphasis on this. Okay, look at this. Let's say you have what? Minus 6p equals to what? Minus 36. Now you have what? Minus 10, you have minus 10. You can just say that what? This minus eliminates this minus. Number one, very simple. You have accomplished the first step. Secondly, this 6 can go in 36. Yes. 6 in 36 is what? Is 6. So the answer is what? P is equals to what? 6. Very simple. But if you see that you are more confused in using this step, you can just go to your normal step. Very, very simple. So that is more about what? Let me even bring more examples. Now, if you have minus 4y plus 3y equals to 16. Now you have minus 4y, you can see. We are already introducing what you have learned so far in this. You have minus 4y plus 3y equals to 16. Minus 4y you are owing 4y. Plus 3y you have 3y with you. Equals to what? 16. Now, since you are owing 4y and you have 3y with you, like I told you, don't be wicked. Just go and pay the person that you are owing the 4y. If you pay the person, since you have 3y with you and you pay the person that you are owing what? 4y, are you still owing or you still have 2? You are still owing 1y. So you have what? Minus y. It's not necessary for you to put your 1 here. So minus y equals to what? 16. Now, remember we are looking for y, not minus y. It is different. Minus y is different from what? Y. We are looking for y. So, but in this you are having what? Minus y equals to 16. It is very, very simple. What you are still doing is what? You are dividing both sides by the coefficient of y. Now if I should ask you, what is the coefficient of y? The coefficient of y here, it is minus 1. Your 1 is very invisible. Very simple. Invisible. So you just like divide both sides by minus 1. As I said, divide both sides by the coefficient of y. Because the coefficient of y, it is minus 1. So you just write minus y is equal to 16. Then over minus 1 over minus 1. This minus here cancel minus. Y divided by 1 is still y. So y equals to, there's an invisible plus here. Plus y by minus is minus. Now 16 y by 1 is what? 16. Now your answer. Very simple. Let them bring more questions. More questions. Bring from heaven. Anywhere. If you watch this video and you are able to understand it, just go through the logic and the steps. You are going to solve any question very well. Thank you.